Hello, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. This is a scene for Darkness in Dublin, the Changeling venue. In this scene, we're going to open up to pretty late in the evening right now on a Tuesday night. We have the lovely Bells kind of prancing about. She ended her workday a while ago, but she's been restless, so she's kind of been wandering around Dublin, and she'll make her way to one of the many bars around, kind of feel for live music, maybe something good. She's popped in and out a couple of them. They just didn't have what she wanted. She's gonna go exploring for just that.
And this next particular bar that she pops into on her journey, looking for something that has what she likes, has by chance an open mic night where people can come in and play music or sing. Uh, and as many open mic nights go, the performer is sat on a stool with another stool nearby with a drink or some such on it. And she can see Raven come up to to the stool, guitar in tow, um, perch on the stool, and adjust the microphone a bit. Hi, my name is Selena Kyle. You might recognize me from my band, the Glitter Dust Alert. I've got a new song I want to try out tonight. It doesn't have any lyrics yet. It's just music. And she'll reposition the microphone so that it will actually pick up the music that's playing from her guitar. And she will begin to play the song.
Hmm. Bells will find her way to a seat, and probably stealing a seat from someone else's table. Kind of pulling up close. I'm kind of sitting there listening. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Oh! 6 successes.
Well,
So as this rather
let me see. Shit, she really likes this.
oh yeah. Yeah. So as this rather almost melancholy tune starts to play, the music reaches out to the people, and definitely gets them, gets their minds, and probably also their hearts. It picks up in pace, gets louder, toward what's probably a chorus, and as the tempo uh, also hastens, and the music itself reaches a crescendo, it once again gets quiet and somber, and ever conscious of the people in the audience and how they're reacting. Raven is keeping one eye on the reactions, the emotions on the faces of the people listening to the music as she plays. And when the song reaches its end, she will stand up, give a small bow, and step off the stage for the unlucky person who has to follow her performance to take their place.
Bells is clapping along with everyone else. That was actually really good. She did not expect to find something that she liked. Just clapping, just like, yeah, mm-hmm. She appreciates.
And with her song out of the way, Raven will make her way to the bar, order herself just a beer, whatever that they happen to have on tap, and have a seat.
Bellows is gonna bounce on over. Just like, hey!
Oh, hey! Nice to see you again. Is it... I'm sorry, I don't think I remember your name.
Oh, it's okay, my lady. I'm Bells. And I saw you just now. It was great.
You don't have to be so formal here. Please call me Selena.
Selena. It was nice to meet you, Selena. And she'll do a very kind of silly full bow, just like floop, pelvis to knees, and then all the way up again, so that all you see is a streak of poofy pink hair fall down and then back up. So that it goes whoosh.
So, I take it you happened to hear my performance.
Yes, I did. It was good. I didn't expect it to be good. No offense. I'd never seen you around, so didn't really know you were in a band.
Yeah, well, I've been a songstress, you know.
Mm. Well, it's one thing hearing versus seeing.
Certainly.
I mean, everyone's heard, but like no one really knows until you know. You know?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, hey, now I know. What exactly I'll do with what I know? Probably nothing. It's curiosity that's insaned.
Well, I mean, you could always go out and buy one of our CDs.
I mean, sure, yeah.
I'm mostly kidding, but...
I mean, well, now you have me curious, because, like, I've actually heard you, so I want to see what else I hear.
Yeah, we're actually... We're not, like, super successful. But it's enough money to pay for the apartment and, you know, some other stuff.
Equipment and such, I imagine, because equipment can be fucking expensive.
Yeah. And we actually have a dedicated fan base, which is nice for me and providing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Special songs. Shiny songs.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on coming to test out new material, but I got kind of inspired and wrote some stuff on my own without input from anyone else. And I wanted to see how it would go over.
I think you did pretty well. And Bells will order her own kind of drink. It's a very obnoxious, fruity cocktail. It's probably a mixture of a margarita and some weird fishbowl punch.
Wow, that is very brightly colored.
Mm-hmm. Helps to always see where my drink is, and I always know to keep it when it's this shiny. Avoiding issues when you put it down, you know?
Yeah, I think I do. So what have you been up to since I last saw you?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I have a, what's it, I wouldn't know what to call her exactly. Thing? Yes. I've someone similar to us, but not yet there, if you know what I mean. Who's living with me now?
Oh, are you talking about Willa?
Yes, I didn't know if you knew Willa.
We've met.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were there at the strip club. Good
Yes.
times, good times.
Yes, I was. Although
Good times.
I think you may have missed the fight I had with Karina.
Oh no, no, I've heard of it. And that I missed times either way.
Yeah, I hear tell.
With me. Needed to put. Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, needed a place to stay, and I've got a big old house that I don't really use.
Oh, well, there you go.
It helps mitigate the mess.
Yeah. I need some. Actually, you know what I could use? I could use some place with some better acoustics to practice. I was thinking about seeing if Manny might be able to rearrange some things or put up something.
Who's
make
Manny?
it Manny? He's a very industrious little fellow. He seems to accompany Pepper quite often.
I haven't seen Pepper in a while. I don't know, maybe I missed him. Is he new in town?
No, I don't think so. I've met him a few times.
Well, then I've got to meet him now. Oh, well. Maybe I've passed by him and just never really saw, you know?
Yeah, there's this lovely little lady who is probably a cousin of Pepper's, judging by her appearance.
Mm-hmm.
She owns a bistro. It seems like the three of them can usually be found there.
Oh, that's nice. Huh. It'd be nice to meet more of them. Or someone who looks like Pepper. Just cute. Just a little delicate.
She doesn't seem quite as delicate as Pepper, but I think she's fairly new. She's a exquisite chef, though. The first
well,
time
now
I
I simply must meet her.
The first time I met her, she had this basket of these cookies that were some of the most delicious I had ever tasted. And she shared them with us, and I decided to check out her bistro. And I had hoped that the cookies would be on the menu, but if they were, I missed cookie time. So I had some of the, I guess it would have been the soup of the day. It was some kind of hearty, like French onion soup. That was even better than the cookies.
Well, now you got my stomach curious.
I highly
Just say soup.
recommend making a trip there if you have the opportunity.
Name? In character, because I don't know if what is it.
It will. Like Raven will give you an address and a name.
Wait.
For the bistro.
Great. Well, hey, if it's near, if it's close enough by, I might go there for lunch sometime. Always down for new food. I know a talented, like a certain really tall friend of ours who is incredibly jovial. I know he performs pretty well, but less music and more stories. And well, the redhead we know, he's he's a show of his own.
That he is. I need to track him down at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We have a challenge we have yet to complete.
Oh, dare I ask?
Well, it's basically a challenge of getting to know one another better.
I see. Well, that's definitely going to be a challenge if you can't find him.
Yes, it is.
Is he not in his usual places?
It seems like his usual place moves around a bit.
Okay.
And it also seems like Pepper is usually there.
And you're trying to get to know him without third parties?
Yes.
The nose will kind of wrinkle, and there's an eyebrow there. She's looking at her. Okay. I can see if I still have his number. Send him a text.
That would be fantastic.
Here, how about I give you mine?
Sure.
And out of nowhere, she'll pull out a sparkly gold Sharpie. Just kind of hold out for a hand.
She'll give her a hand.
And kind of like there. Are some squiggly lines. About him and so tell me, if I may ask, what exactly do you do when you're not in a band or doing other things in the circles we run in?
Trying to figure out Dublin. I'm not from here originally. And I should probably trying to keep, my apartment together. It's surprising how much work it is to keep things tidy when You've always had someone to do that for you, so you've taken it for granted.
You come background? Like, have you always come from this kind of background?
Yes.
Huh. And this has got to be weird.
Well, you know, noble bearing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit weird to suddenly be living in a hole.
Not so affluent ways.
Yes.
I mean, I get that. Again, my apartment. There's a reason why I'm more than happy to have Willa stay over. If she helps with the cleaning, it helps mitigate the mess. I tend to be a little bit of a pack rat. Whatever. A pack rat would help kind of organize what I could keep and what I could not. So, yeah, my house is full of shit. So, no way I do get it. Hey, I hear it's apparently good for the soul to clean up after yourself.
Yes, there's a book or something along those lines I keep hearing about.
Some self-help stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's, in honesty, I appreciate the cleaning because then I can make space for more things. Like this one time, I found this really, really, really big, weird noise machine. I don't know the proper terminology for it. It was just huge. And you cranked it, and a bunch of balls fell, and it just like hit these chimes perfectly. And there was like this mechanism that shot them out and then took them back in. It was just so cool. And I had to leave it where I found it upon my journey travels because I couldn't bring it with me and I couldn't find a place in my place to like store it. You know? It was
Yes,
just
I do.
it was just horrifying. Like I could not and I was just my heart broke. 'Cause I know exactly where it would be. It would be right in the middle of my living room. And it would take up so much space and I would be so happy. But I could fucking fit it. Tear she drinks some of her drink, just like still a sore spot.
So what do you do when you're not traveling around in our circles?
Well, it may be hard for you to believe, or maybe it isn't. I don't know. I watch over kids. I work at a daycare. I like kids. They're very free with their emotions, and they don't have the same hangups that adults do, grown ups. Say it with kind of like a sneer. Me.
Yeah, you know, I think I could see you getting along well with children.
you and literally everyone else I've told about my job. Which is actually nothing but no one in our circles. Never mind, just you. But yeah, they're good kids, and I a little bit of, I guess you could say, fantasy in their lives. You know, I dress up, give them shows, teach them lessons. You know, it's all fun and games when you're reading from Thomas the Train or whatever the hell. But it's a little different if you can enhance that experience with puppets, or with action figures, or with an actual train set that you can lead around and while you're speaking the story, so they feel like they're there, you know?
A little
Kids
bit,
get
yes.
it.
I've
Kids
found
get it. They see. Sorry.
I found television and movies to be quite the source of entertainment.
Mm-hmm. And it's like you're there.
Yes, in a sense.
And it's way, you know?
Yes,
To just whatever, you know?
I do.
I mean, eventually Mike's like, like, for 2 years now, less. It hurts, but it's good for them, you know? Hopefully they keep that little bit of je ne sais quoi, you know, that extra bit with them as they get older. And I get a little bit back too. I get to feel alive, you know? Really living. Helps lighten the load of being an adult.
I can't imagine. There is some seriously boring, really boring stuff that you have to deal with.
As an adult, yep. But for kids, everything is a new experience. Hell, even nap time can be fun once you explain to them how adults would literally kill for nap time. You know, they get to feel that little superiority deep in their little hearts. Kind of, ha!
I
I
bet
hear
they
from
enjoy
their
it
parents
then.
sometimes. Yeah, I hear back from their parents sometimes on how, you know, their little rugrats didn't like nap time beforehand, but hey, now they do, and they seem to be going happily. They're having good, positive dreams. Dreams that help them grow, help them, you know, learn do's and don'ts. You know, I do my best to encourage them whenever I get to see them. You know? Good.
Not really. I don't. I can't say that I have that much experience with kids.
It's hmm. It's okay. Have you like gardened or like tended to a single flower before? Have you touched
Yes.
a flower before? Okay. So imagine that flower, and every time you interact with it, every time you give it water, you change the soil, you put it in a new pot, or you just, you know, talk to the flower, you can visibly see it change before your eyes. You know, its leaves perk up, it's got more petals, its stem is stronger, there's crystallization all around the pit. It's just bigger and brighter, and it grows every time you interact. It just blooms. It's kind of like that, except there are lots of flowers. And you only have a little bit of time with them until somebody comes and takes the flower away, and you're left with a spot, but then a new flower comes in. You've gotta move along the line. So it's great, but also terrible, but also wonderful. Care for your little garden and hope for the best, because you don't get to see the end of it. A pit stop, in a sense. That's the most apt thing I can describe it as.
It's like you're there for them at the start of some grand adventure, but you don't actually get to know how it ends.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's actually really sad.
Yeah, so you enjoy with what you got. Good and barren, and you go and make giant paper mache dinosaur heads. Well, not giant because you put them on your fingers, and you make enough so everyone has one. But yeah, you just keep on moving. Good text though. You know, she's got a kind of small smile, but it's still a smile. It's there. It's genuine. And when I'm not watching kids, I'm performing for children.
Performing for children?
Yeah, so you know how sometimes in the summer and autumn months, not necessarily here so much. I mean, we've got like a bunch here, but like normally down in uh, England, um, like the southern areas of England, towards like the west areas maybe. We've got a lot of fairs, markets, international stuff. You know, the Ren stuff, where you wear pointy shoes and overzealous jewelry that has no real valid reasoning to have it, but you just do. And there are ribbons everywhere, and you've got big poofy dresses, and then you've got small poofy dresses. Stuff like that.
Hmm.
I perform there. Little magic shows, mostly gymnastics. It really helps.
I
Cause
never thought I never thought
mm-hmm.
about performing for children before.
Oh, you'd be surprised at spiritually rewarding it can be. I mean, as long as you're genuine and your art, and the kids appreciate it, and you give as much as you get, you're good. I mean, you don't want to badger the kids, but you just want to put it there so that they get to appreciate it. You know, sometimes tiny smiles are just good enough. Like little dewdrops in a flower, you know? I mean, heck, there's some coming up soon, so if you ever want to see, you should totally pop by them.
I think I will.
Yeah, there's this one called the Feast of Roses down in England. Yeah, Feast of Roses. It's pretty nice. It's not my favorite one because I really like the winter ones, but this one's really good. So yeah, when I'm not doing that, I'm just shooting the breeze, doing whatever the fuck. Making a note to curse as much as I can outside of work.
Why?
Because I can't curse at all at work.
Why?
Because they're like 3 to 5, well, 3 to 7. They copy everything you say. I said shit one time. They would not stop. There had to be a ceremonial bribing.
Why did you have to bribe them to not repeat what you said?
Most parents don't appreciate when their 3-year-old knows what shit means. Because they just keep on saying shit and shit and shit until all chances for adults get weird looks. And I didn't
So
appreciate this.
these parents deny the children the power of certain words.
Yes, because they're not appropriate in polite company. It's not my thing, it's what I'm expected to deal with. Thus, the ice cream bribing.
That is.
Mm-hmm. Heather?
That is stupid and unconscionable to me.
I don't know. It's not my deal, but it's what I gotta deal with. You get what I mean? There are tons of rules where things don't work, but you're expected to do them anyway.
Yes.
Rules make no sense, but there you go. Why? Because that's the way things are expected.
Sometimes you can't help but have to play along with the rules. I understand that.
Mm-hmm. And one of the rules is thou shalt not teach child to say shit or like fuck. But thankfully, I have not made that big a mistake yet. Shall knock on wood.
Raven will laugh at that.
Damn. Sipping her drink no more.
Well, Bells, it's been fun getting to talk to you again.
It has. Who knows? Maybe we'll bump into each other more often. And I think with that, we can close the scene.
Yeah.
There. Thank you, lovely player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, if anyone is watching, and will be in the future. Bye.